I think it would be.
Yeah.
And I think if you make this a possibility, now all of a sudden you will have kids enter the draft but remain in school because they want to keep their eligibility in terms of credits. Now, it may only be 12 credits that they're taking, but which is still a quote unquote full load. But why not be able to do that, train for the combine, go through the entire process, learn something about your game, and then learn a hard lesson that, hey, I'm not good enough. No 32 teams think through 270 picks that I'm good enough to play in the NFL right now. So why don't I go back to school and have some fun, play some football, get a couple of more classes in, and then try it again next year? I just don't understand why we can't get that done.
Right. I agree with you. Like I said, there is no downside to this.
And if you're saying, roster management, or it's you have freshmen coming in, they thought they were going to play, and now all of a sudden you can go to the transfer portal, as we've seen locally here, and get yourself a really good running back, as an example. And now all of a sudden the running backs on your roster either have to step up their game, or they have to learn from somebody that's better than them.
Maybe a way to, legislate it would be, all right, you enter the draft, you're not drafted, but if you enter the draft, you need to at least still take classes during that period, whether it's, just a shorter workload or whatever. Then the answer, well, you can't go to Florida to work out they're at most of these schools live in...
They're great facilities to work out.
They're close enough to other facilities, too, where you can train for the draft locally.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to Florida, California, and Texas.
No, you don't have to. You've got great coaches and facilities generally right where you are, where you just spent the last 3 years.
Right. Here we go. Here's our answer. Ladies and gentlemen, we're solving the NCAA. 97-1 the thing.
Breaking news on 97.1 The Ticket is brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Protect your privacy online for free with DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. From the Sold by YC Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by 24 Seconds Bar and Grill. Mother Nature postponing Tigers action last night. Instead, they're going to play 2 today in a straight doubleheader against the Pirates at Comerica Park. In the second game, one of the organization's top prospects, Alex Faedo, going to get his nod for his debut in the show. In 3 appearances in the minors, the 26-year-old holding a 2.53 ERA and a 12.3 strikeout-to-walk ratio. Both games can be heard right here on 97.1 The Ticket this afternoon. The wing season wrapping up with several players giving their thoughts on the weekend's ended, including Tyler Bertuzzi, who eclipsed 60 points despite a limited schedule. He had been under now ex-coach Jeff Blashill since his stint with the Griffins.
I've had it my whole career, actually. We've had a lot of success in Grand Rapids and in Detroit. Obviously, no playoffs in Detroit, but we've had some good moments, and obviously it's a tough spot, and it's just like guys getting traded or not making the team anymore. You just think to move on.
The GM Steve Eisman beginning the process of finding the next head coach of the team. NHL scoreboard, a wild one in New York as the Rangers goalie Igor Shesterkin had 79 saves in a triple overtime loss. The Penguins win 4-3. Caps double up the Panthers 4-2, Colorado 7, and Nashville 2. The Flames edge Dallas 1-0. NBA Celtics rout the Bucks 109-86, and Ja Morant going off for 47 as the Grizzlies take down the Warriors 106-101. Both series now tied at 1. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Chris Villar. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket and Odyssey.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you very much, Chris. Good morning. It is the Stoney and Jansen program for a Wednesday. The Governor with Greg Hargrave, Heather Park. He's John Jansen. I'm Stoney. What's up?
Good morning, Mr. Stone.
How are you?
It's good to see you.
Good to be seen. Yes, indeed.
Great to see everybody this morning, Wednesday morning.
Weather's starting to shift a little bit. We will have, as Chris mentioned, a doubleheader today, the old-fashioned way, one right after the other.
Back to back.
That's right. And we'll have a debut today of Alex Faedo. AJ Hinch will join us at 8 o'clock to set up the debut of Alex Faedo and also talk about what's happening with this baseball team.
Yes, please. We need
No Mike
some
Rico today.
That's right.
I know. Not only did Doug and Gator have a short show, Mike and Rico have no show.
Correct.
Day off.
Yes.
Paid vacation.
Unless there's like an emergency situation where they lose power at Comerica Park. No, I wouldn't expect anything like that to happen. Yes.
Neither would Tom, but then again, hey, these are interesting times.
The unprecedented times just don't stop.
That's
Like I just said something. I was talking to one of our overnight board op, and I was like, "Can we get back to normal?" Like I told you, Stoney. I'll say it now, and I know you want to ask AJ about this, and this is relevant. This baseball team has 30 games in the next 27 days.
Wow.
They do not. They have one off day between now and June 6th. 3 doubleheaders between now and May 31st.
It's a good thing they're young.
It's you know,
This is,
say what you want. It's greed. It's because they decided that they had to have 162
Yeah.
games, so they got to scrunch it in a certain time period. So they would have taken less money, both the owners and the players. They could have played a short, not,
Or if they have just done their business in the
Yes,
offseason and got
that's
things
true, too.
done,
Yes.
that's
It's in
the most
Melvindale.
important thing.
yes.
I mean, that is part of this, but also
Yeah,
just
let's
the weather.
check
got
the
broke in
address
their
real
way.
quick.
Just the whole the way their schedule was built before the lockout and going out west has really caused some serious issues because they had to do 2 doubleheaders with the
17,
A's and
646
yeah,
Robert.
It's crazy, and you know what? They're 7-14. And I think AJ will say this. This is a challenge, and this could be a pivotal turning point. If they dig deep and find a way to survive this.
They have to, or else it's going to be. Let's see what we can get for the number 1 draft choice.
I mean, you got Faedo debuting today, and what's the pitching with this gauntlet of a schedule?
No.
30 games in 27 days.
Right, when 3 of your starters
Yeah.
are out. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you're down Manning, you're down Mize, Alexander is now down.
Right.
I mean,
You have Faedo, Bo Brisky.
yes.
You didn't plan on
Buck
this.
Farmer might be back.
Buck, hey, you know what, Dub? You know where Buck Farmer is?
Reds.
Yes.
They're on.
They're unbelievable. You think the Tigers are bad?
They got 3 wins.
Yeah, did the Reds even win last night? I don't know.
No,
Lose
they
again.
did not. They did lose again.
I
don't
think they've
remember what
won
the score
once
was.
since the owner's son, the CEO, basically said, "Oh, what he wants to do, just don't come and watch us," or something
Yeah,
like that.
they lost to the Brewers 6-3.
And of course, the Tigers don't play the Reds this year.
No, but they got the Pirates today.
Yes. By the way, just want to remind everybody that it is Mother's Day this week. And you can listen for your chance to win a $50 Viviano Flower Shop gift certificate just in time for Mother's Day for all life celebrations. Go to Viviano.com or call 800-VIVIANO to win the gift certificate. When you hear John Jansen say, that was a dumbass pick, be caller number 3. You hear Johnson.
Uh-huh.
What was that in reference to?
I don't have any idea.
Oh, it was Aiden, wasn't it?
No. Sure, let's just start putting it together like we do from 2 to 6.
Well, they're not going to be on. We got to.
Yes, we got to make up for it.
It was just referencing how some people would react to a particular pick, not anything specifically mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Mike was giving Rico crap on Monday about being on the payroll for the Lions about something, just because he said one little positive thing.
Yeah. No, and he accused him of being the blue wall as well because he was defending Aiden Hutchinson.
That's right. Yeah, that if he doesn't get 10 sacks or whatever.
Yeah. He said Rico had an office in Schumacher Hall as well.
But they played some little Brad Holmes yesterday. I did hear that.
Yeah.
We thank them for that. Once in a while, they'll give us some amount of credit. All right. Last night, I watched some playoff basketball and some playoff hockey. Stayed up a little later than I wanted to, but I couldn't handle the third overtime. It was time to go to bed. About 11:15, 11:20, I said, all right, it's game 1.
Right, game
That's
one.
not the semifinals.
Two teams that are not local.
Yes, exactly. But the Pittsburgh Penguins managed to defeat the Rangers 4-3 in triple overtime. And as Chris mentioned on his update, the amount of saves that Shesterkin had, 79. And it was such a weird game, if you saw it, because Pittsburgh's regular goalie, Tristan Jarry, is hurt. They're not sure when he's coming back. The backup goalie, Smith, who started the game, in overtime, he gets, all of a sudden he leaves. Like, he had some kind of injury. You couldn't tell anything. They said, later said it was like a lower body injury. And then they bring in the backup, who's really technically the third string, some guy I never heard of, Louis Domingue, Domingue. I don't know how you pronounce it, Louis Domingue. Anyway, he admits, and he wins the game for them, basically. Malkin scores the goal in triple overtime for Pittsburgh. But I found it really interesting in reading this morning that Domingue basically, he admitted he never thought he was going to play, and like between overtime 1 and overtime 2, he basically had like some broccoli and some food that was supposed to be for the post-game meal. Well, yeah. Because he was hungry.
Yeah, the game goes long enough. I mean, you got to get something to eat.
Yeah. And then, by the way, I won't get into it because it's not that big of a deal. I thought the Rangers got screwed. They scored a goal about 3.5 minutes left. They were called for goalie interference, and I thought it should not have been waved off because the defenseman pushed the Ranger, in my opinion, into the goalie. It wasn't that the guy ran into it, but they ruled, and even the Rangers coach, Gerard Gallant, said after the game, it was 50-50, that the skater didn't make as much of an attempt as he should have to get out of the way. Goalie, but I thought it was bad at the time. Anyway, so that was, man, seeing Malkin scored, God, how old is that beast? He's got to be like 36, 37. He's been around for so long.
Been around for a while.
Yeah.
35.
35. And when they played the Wings in the finals, remember he should have been suspended for a game, and he wasn't, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not a big fan of Geno Malkin. Great player, though. No doubt about it. Yeah. But the big story in playoffs last night took place in the NBA, where the Golden State Warriors took on the Memphis Grizzlies. Warriors won the first game. You remember that game where Draymond Green got ejected for a flagrant 2?
Correct.
That was kind of borderline.
Yes, we talked about that.
Yes, it was borderline. He maybe grazed his head a little bit, and he
grabbed his jersey, yanked him down, tried to hold him up.
Yeah, and he got thrown out for that. But last night in the game, 3 minutes into the game, Brooks of Memphis, winds up basically and smacks the head of Gary Payton Jr., who goes down, ends up fracturing his elbow, they say. So he might be gone for a while. Look, he's not Kerr, Clay, or Draymond, or Jordan Poole, but he's a big contributor. And it was much worse than what Draymond did. It was really, really a dirty play.
Well, and he got the flagrant 2. He got ejected from the game.
He got ejected, yes. But Steve Kerr, after the game, was livid. Here's what he had to say.
I don't know if it was intentional, but it was dirty. And, playoff basketball it's supposed to be physical. Everybody's going to compete. Everybody's going to fight for everything. But there's a code in this league. There's a code that players follow, where you never put a guy's season/career in jeopardy by taking somebody out in midair and clubbing him across the head and ultimately fracturing Gary's elbow. This is a guy who's been toiling the last 6 years trying to make it in this league. Finally found a home. Just, playing his butt off this year. In the playoffs, this should be the time of his life. And the guy comes in and whacks him across the head in midair. He broke the code. Dylan Brooks broke the code. That's how I see it.
I didn't know there was a code in basketball.
Oh, there's a code amongst professional athletes and the main code that he's talking about there is you don't take a shot at someone that could risk their career.
Right. He was in the air.
Yeah, he was in the air. And whether or not he intended to hurt him, I don't think you could look at that and say, well, he intended to hurt him.
Right.
But it was stupid. If you're going to do that, then you run into a guy, you grab him, you do something so that you prevent the bucket. Like, that's the one thing they say, right? Is when you're at fast break, right? Layup, hey, don't foul the guy at ticky-tack foul. Let him make the layup.
Or if you're going to foul him hard, but not dirty.
But not dirty, right. And as soon as they take off, right, it's the same thing as I'm in football for a defensive lineman, linebacker, whoever I'm going to block, I'm not going to hit them in the back of their knees. I'm not going to cut them from behind because it could end their career.
Correct.
That's the code that he's talking about. You don't take a shot at someone that you know you're not intending, all right, to that Joey Porter or
Gary Payton.
Gary Payton. I was going Joey Porter Jr. We talked about it yesterday. Gary Payton Jr., yes.
The mitten. His dad was the glove. They call him the mitten.
They call him the mitten, yeah. It wasn't intended to hurt him.
No.
But when you take a shot like that, you know what could happen, and the worst happened.
I wonder if he's going to get a game. So he missed. Since it was only 3 minutes into the game.
I wouldn't be surprised for him to get a game. I mean, that's one that you send a message. Draymond Green's, right, he pays, his penalty for the game, and then he's back the next day. This one deserves a little bit more.
I agree. 248-539-9797. Coming up next, speaking of Draymond Green, he had a little interaction with the Memphis fans based on a Spartan crime. 97-1 The Ticket.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the National Electrical Contractors Association, NECA. A look at the drive this morning. Of course, Hines Drive is shut down from Ann Arbor Trail to Outer Drive due to flooding, and there's now reports of a disabled vehicle in the right lane, 75 northbound on the Rouge River Bridge. Put the expertise and skill of NECA signatory contractors to work on your commercial, public, industrial, or residential construction project. NECA contractors, like Utilities Instrumentation Service, are powering Michigan's future, project after project, on time and on budget. Learn more at smcneca.org. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The NBA playoffs are here, and you can make every game feel like Game 7 on FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA. Throughout the playoffs, all customers can place a no-sweat, same-game parlay each week. You'll get up to $20 in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel has so many ways to play, and best of all, when you do win, you get paid fast. Faster than a fast break. New to FanDuel? Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with the promo code Doug. Once again, that's promo code Doug. And if you're new to gambling, one of the things I like about the app, it's easy to navigate. And if you already have an account, you're all set. No sweat. Either way, you get up to $20 in free bets if your same-game parlay during the playoffs doesn't win. FanDuel Sportsbook, the official partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Refund issued is non-withdrawable. Free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Maximum free bet $20 per week. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day, you could almost feel that refreshing air when I said it. Unfortunately, over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated, which means most of your indoor air leaks right out of your walls and attic, and that's costing you money. What are the signs that your current insulation isn't cutting it? Was your house cold this winter? Is it hot and humid in the summer? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms on different floors? Are your energy costs too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. USA Premium Foam. And right now during Home Improvement Month, you can get free installation. You pay for the foam and the installation is free. But that ends May 31st. 1-800-USA-FOAM. That's 800-USA-FOAM. Or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
This is Michigan's own main event champion, Joe Cada. And you know what they say, what happens in Vegas now happens in Michigan. Download and play Real Money Poker on WSOP.com. Compete in the biggest WSOP tournaments from anywhere in Michigan, like the $50,000 Guaranteed Sunday Major. Use my promo code CHAMP to get $50 in free play today.
Visit WSOP.com/promotions for full terms. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call the Michigan Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-270-7117.
Hi, I'm David Hall. Smart home buyers call Hall first before they even start looking for a new home. Get started on your 5-star certified pre-approval and get your offer accepted. 866-CALL-HALL or chat with us at callhallfirst.com.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Your apron's crisp, barbecue utensils polished, chicken properly spiced. It's grilling season. So pick up the smoky, wood-fired flavor barbecue lovers crave. Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original Charcoal is ready in 15 minutes and provides consistent burn time for a great cook every time. So whether you're smoking meat, grilling vegetables, or firing up the portable, you want Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford.com.
Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone. They've got battery solutions for free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas. Necessary Roughness with former NFL linemen TJ Lang and John Jensen. Download it today on the Odyssey app.
Pisses you off. That's what pisses you off. This does not answer your phone calls.
Stay in the left 3 lanes. In 2 miles, take exit 14C onto M39 and Southfield Freeway. Stay in the 2nd lane from right. Use the right 2 lanes to take exit 14C onto M39 and Southfield Freeway. Take the exit. In 11 miles, take exit 4 toward Oakwood Boulevard and Melvindale. In 2 miles, take exit 4 toward Oakwood Boulevard and Melvindale. Stay in the second lane from right. Use the right lane to take exit 4 toward Oakwood Boulevard and Melvindale. Take the exit, then turn left onto Oakwood Boulevard. At the next light, turn left. At the light, use the left 2 lanes to turn onto Oakwood Boulevard. In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Enterprise Drive. Turn left onto Enterprise Drive. In 1 mile, turn right onto Robert Street. mile, turn right onto Robert Street. Turn right onto Robert Street. Then the destination is on your left. The destination is on your left. 17146 Robert Street. Arrived.